Welcome back, everyone, to Soulscapes, our podcast where we dive deep into those timeless scriptures that truly nourish the soul. Today, we're doing a real deep dig into just one verse, a verse that's probably as well known as any other in the Bible. Angelina, I'm talking about Psalm 23, verse 2.
Oh, Bill, that's one of my absolute favorites. It's so rich, isn't it? He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. Just saying it out loud brings a sense of calm. I mean, after the declaration in verse 1, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, this second verse really paints the picture of how that not wanting actually plays out in our lives.
Absolutely. It's the practical application, isn't it? And let's be honest, in our modern, often chaotic world, just the phrase, he makes me lie down, feels revolutionary. We're constantly bombarded with do more, be more, achieve more. To be made to lie down, that's an act of divine intervention for many of us, I think.
It really is. And it brings up an interesting point about the nature of a shepherd. A shepherd doesn't just suggest, hey, maybe you should rest now, sheep. Sometimes, especially with sheep, they need to be led to a place where they feel safe enough, secure enough, and well-fed enough to actually lie down. A sheep won't lie down if it's hungry, if it's scared, or if it feels unsafe. So when it says, he makes me lie down, it's not a forceful, oppressive making. It's a provision, a creation of an environment where rest is possible, even inevitable.
That's such a crucial distinction, Angelina. It's not coercion, it's caring. The shepherd provides everything necessary for the sheep to feel completely at peace. And that place? Green pastures. Not just any pastures, but green ones. Lush, abundant, life-giving. It speaks of incredible provision, doesn't it? It's not just survival, it's thriving.
Exactly. Green pastures, to me, are not just about food, it's about a complete environment of well-being. It's a place where you're not just getting by, but you're being replenished. Think about it, what makes a pasture green? It's been watered, it's fertile, it's been cared for. It suggests ongoing maintenance, ongoing attention from the shepherd. It's a picture of holistic care.
And the implications for us are huge. How often do we push ourselves to the brink, searching for our own green pastures, only to find them dry or barren? This verse reminds us that true rest, true provision, comes from allowing our shepherd to guide us to his green pastures. It's about surrender, isn't it?
It is. It's saying, I trust you, shepherd, to know where the best grass is, where the safest spot to rest is. And honestly, Bill, that trust can be so challenging. We want to be in control. We want to decide when and where we rest. But sometimes our shepherd has to, shall we say, nudge us, or even gently block our path to lead us to that better place of rest and sustenance.
That's a really good point about the nudge. I picture it more as a loving, firm direction rather than a harsh command. Like, hey, little one, this way. I know what's best for you right now. And it's not just about the provision of food, it's also the provision of safety. A sheep won't lie down in a pasture if it senses danger. So the green pastures implies security as well. The shepherd has cleared the path, guarded the area, made it safe.
Yes, security and peace. And that leads us perfectly into the second part of the verse. He leads me beside quiet waters, or still waters as the King James Version puts it, which I find so evocative. It's not just any water, it's not rushing rapids or turbulent seas. It's calm, it's peaceful, it's restorative.
Quiet waters, still waters, that's where you drink deeply, isn't it? A sheep won't drink from rushing water because it's scared of being swept away, or it can't see what's beneath the surface. It needs that tranquil, clear water to refresh itself. Spiritually, how often do we feel like we're trying to drink from a fire hose of information, demands, and distractions? We need those quiet moments, those still waters, to truly hydrate our souls.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not just about drinking, it's about reflection. When the water is still, you can see your reflection, you can see the sky, you can see the deepness of it. It's a metaphor for introspection, for gaining clarity. The shepherd isn't just leading us to water, he's leading us to the right kind of water for our deepest needs, water that doesn't just quench thirst, but brings peace to the spirit.
And note that it says, he leads me. It's an active verb. The shepherd isn't just pointing, He's walking with us. He's ahead of us, clearing the way, showing us the path. It speaks to a very intimate, hands-on, or rather, hoof-on, kind of leadership. He's not just a distant manager. He's personally invested in our journey to these quiet waters.
That's so comforting, isn't it? Especially when we feel lost or unsure of which way to go, we don't have to figure it all out ourselves. Our shepherd knows the paths that lead to true refreshment, and sometimes those paths aren't the ones we would naturally choose. They might be a bit out of the way or require us to slow down or even to pause completely.
That's a big one, require us to slow down. We live in a world that valorizes busyness, where constantly being on is seen as a badge of honor. But this verse, it's a direct challenge to that mindset. It says, no, true life, true flourishing, true replenishment comes when you slow down, when you rest, when you let yourself be led. It's countercultural, really.
It absolutely is. I've often thought about how we try to create our own green pastures and quiet waters through things like endless scrolling on our phones, or binge watching, or even just constantly consuming. But those things, they don't truly satisfy, they don't deeply restore. They might offer a temporary distraction, but they don't make us lie down in a way that brings genuine peace.
That's so true. It's like trying to get nourishment from plastic food. It looks appealing, but it offers no real substance. The green pastures and quiet waters that our shepherd provides are real, tangible, and deeply spiritual. They feed our whole being, mind, body, and spirit.
And the beauty of it is that this isn't a one-time event. He makes me lie down, he leads me. These are ongoing actions. It's a continuous relationship. We don't just get led once and then we're set for life. The shepherd continually guides us back to these places of rest and refreshment throughout our entire lives because our needs are continuous.
That's a vital observation, Angelina. It's about sustained care. Think of the rhythm of a sheep's life. Grazing, resting, moving to new pastures, drinking. It's a cyclical process, and our spiritual lives are similar. We need regular periods of rest, regular moments of deep spiritual nourishment from God's Word, and regular times of quiet reflection to be truly whole.
It also speaks to God's understanding of our human limitations. He knows we get tired, He knows we get overwhelmed, He knows we get thirsty for something more, and instead of expecting us to just power through, He actively intervenes to give us what we need. It's such a gentle, loving provision.
I think about those times when I've felt utterly exhausted, physically or mentally, and I've tried to push through, and inevitably I hit a wall. It's in those moments that I often realize I wasn't letting the shepherd make me lie down. I was resisting, trying to dictate my own schedule, my own pace, and it usually ends with me being forced to lie down, just not in a green pasture, more like a barren one.
Oh, tell me about it, Bill. I've been there so many times. It's like God gives us gentle nudges, then stronger nudges, and if we're really stubborn, sometimes it takes a full-on, divine intervention to get us to stop. And then, once we finally surrender, once we're in those green pastures and beside those quiet waters, we think, why did I fight this so hard? This is exactly what I needed.
Right? It's like a parent telling a tired child, you need a nap. The child resists, but once they're asleep, they wake up refreshed and happy. Our Heavenly Father knows what we need before we do, and He lovingly provides for it, even when we don't recognize it at first.
And the imagery itself is so powerful. Green pastures, vibrant life, sustenance, quiet waters, serene, refreshing, pure. It's a complete picture of well-being. It's not just a quick fix, it's a sustained environment of peace and provision. It speaks to our deep longing for both physical and spiritual rest.
So how can we in our daily lives practically apply this verse? I mean, we can't always literally go lie down in a green pasture, right? But the essence of it, the spirit of it, is something we can carry with us.
That's a great question. I think it starts with intentionality. It's about consciously recognizing when we're feeling drained or overwhelmed and then actively seeking out those green pastures and quiet waters in our lives. That might mean setting boundaries, saying no to extra commitments, or carving out time for prayer, meditation, or simply being in nature. It's about creating space for God to do His work of replenishment.
I agree. It's about cultivating a mindset of receptivity. Instead of constantly striving, we learn to receive, to receive his guidance, to receive his provision, to receive his invitation to rest. It's a shift from I must do to I am cared for.
Exactly. And it's a reminder that true strength often comes from moments of stillness, not from constant motion. It's in those quiet moments that we can hear his voice more clearly, that we can feel his presence more deeply. It's where our souls are truly restored.
The entire psalm, but especially this verse, is such a profound statement of trust. It's not just hoping for the best. It's a confident assurance that because the Lord is our shepherd, he will make us lie down, and he will lead us. It's an active, ongoing, personal relationship.
And it offers such a deep sense of security, knowing that even when the world feels chaotic, when our own lives feel overwhelming, there's a shepherd who cares so deeply that he literally provides everything we need for rest and restoration. It's a foundational truth that we can lean on, always.
So, as we wrap up today's conversation, I encourage all of our listeners to take a moment this week to truly reflect on Psalm 23, verse 2. Let those words wash over you. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. Picture yourself there. Feel the peace. Trust the shepherd.
Yes, let's all make an effort to seek out those green pastures and quiet waters that our shepherd is constantly leading us to. Whether it's a few minutes of quiet prayer, a walk in nature, or just intentionally stepping away from the noise, embrace that divine invitation to rest. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity for our souls. Thank you for joining us today, Bill. It's been a truly refreshing discussion.
My pleasure, Angelina. And to all of you out there, thank you for tuning in to Soulscapes. Until next time, may you find your rest and refreshment in the loving care of our shepherd. Take care.